Hey again, everyone. 2 days in a row. I'm on a roll right now. 2 videos in 2 days. So where are you going? I've had a few requests for that one, and pretty. Some of it's easy. I know I say that on all the videos that I think some of it's easy, but as you get into these later albums, I know this isn't considered a later album because it's busted stuff, but where are you going? You know, he gets that pretty simple. He sticks a lot with that D, that D chord. You can find it on all the later albums. We're looking at, Grace Is Gone. And then, Where Are You Going? And there's a few other later ones I'm not gonna waste my time trying to think of, but it goes with just kind of that simple hammering on. Black and Blue Bird's one of them. That's a newer song. That uses that same just kind of hammering on. He messes around with, I think, Butterfly, Loving Wings, a couple of other ones. But anyways, so going into it, there's just a little bit there on the bridge when Leroy Moore has his horn solo there. It's just kind of a little bit of a stretch. Might be a little tough if you're an amateur. But it's one of those things that's gonna help. It's gonna help you a lot because it's not a super crazy stretch. It's not like number 41 or something, but it's something that's enough that'll really get you to really kind of start working on different chord shapes and things like that. So before I keep going, I want to let everyone know I told you in a video yesterday. I started an Instagram account. I have one follower, and it's my wife. So get on there and follow me. It's Instagram, and it's at it's just Carson, CARSON _ guitar teach, GUITARTEACH, Carson _ guitar teach. Like I said yesterday, follow me there, and it'll give me opportunities when I don't have this amount of time to sit down and do something. If I'm just kind of playing around on the guitar, I can put my phone in front of me and sit here and go, okay guys, here's how you play the Stone intro, or just little tidbits. I'm going to be going over basic chords and different stuff that takes it even outside of Dave Matthews and any other songs by any other artists that you guys would like for me to do. Try and keep it in the same realm of Dave Matthews, like some John Mayer, or whatever, things like that. Just because I think that's what most people that are going to be on that are going to enjoy, as opposed to me teaching like a Korn song or something like that. There's nothing wrong with Korn. I don't mind Korn, but anyways. So getting into Where Are You Going? Like I said, we're going to start off with just that D shape there. You have your forefinger on the G string second fret. And then we're gonna have our ring finger on the B string 3rd fret. This middle finger is off. We're just gonna do a hammer on right there on that G string. Just that string right there, you're not hitting any other strings. Then we're gonna come down with an up pick on that B string. And then we're gonna hit that open D string. And then just strum those. You just go through that 4 times on the intro, or 8, I can't remember, but if you're just playing by yourself, I usually go through about 4 times. And then I start in with that, Where Are You Going? And he puts a little G up here. So I'm still keeping my fingers down here the same way they were, but you're gonna go. Instead of hitting that open D, you have your middle finger right there on the 3rd fret low E string. Okay, and then you're gonna strum it. So hit that right there. Okay, on that it's a G. And after you do that, so you're gonna go. Okay, okay? We're gonna come over here the next time. Instead of hitting here, you're gonna hit right here on the A string 2nd fret. So it's where are you going with your long face, pulling down, and you're just going from 2nd fret A string to 2nd fret D string. And then we're gonna start that back over. So all that together. Starting back over. Now, you have the option to do a couple of things right there. Whenever you're going into this G, and you're coming into this little E right here, you have the choice to, if you want to make it a little more difficult, you have the choice to keep hammering on between each one and moving that finger, or just simply strum it. I'll do it hammering. Or just simply. Still works fine, and unless somebody's really paying close attention, they're not going to notice that you're missing those little. I think even if you watch the Benaroya Hall from 2002, it's Dave solo, and you can really follow a lot on that version of what he's doing. And sometimes he's hammering on and doing that, and sometimes he's not. So going from that, where he goes into the chorus, that I am no Superman, we're just walking down on the A string from the 3rd fret. I want you to keep your ring finger down here on that B string 3rd fret. But we're gonna go, and it's just walking down, literally. It's I am no Superman. So pick, down, pick, down, pick, down. 3, 2, 1. Okay? No Superman, man. I have no answers for you. And then he goes down. So he holds that one right there. No answers for you, but I do know one thing. And he comes back over here. It's where you are, it's where I want to be. And then when he says, when I do know, you're just going to be here it's on a C. You're going to be on the 3rd fret A string. I do know where you go is where I want to be, where I want to be. And so he's going back to what we did in the chorus, okay? So watch that, like I said, watch that Benaroya video. You'll be able to see it a little bit better as to when he's walking down and when he's holding that chord. And then he'll hold that same C shape there too. Is where I wanna be. So, and then he goes back into it. So like I said, it's just something you guys have got to watch and pay attention to when he's switching that, because he does it a couple of different times there. But at least you know what notes and what chords he's playing. So like I said, we'll get into that little bit of a stretch. This is very similar to, this is on Pentala, Pampa. And this is also a chord that's kind of on, what would you say? Oof. On the bridge. So your ring finger's not doing anything here. We'll just make it easy. We're gonna go middle finger on the A string 7th fret. We're gonna go with your 4th finger on the 5th fret D string. Okay, so we're on these two. Then our pinky's just gonna come down here to that B string 8th fret. So what you're doing in this chorus is, like I said, it's that little horn solo that Leroy slash Jeff have. So what I do is I go 2 downstrokes on that open E. You're going to the C shape right here. It's exact same as the C. I'm not gonna go into detail on it because it's just a C shape pulled up to the 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd frets. So we're going. And you're hitting that twice. Then we're just doing a little climb here. It's super easy. You're just going on the A string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, E string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. The second time you go through it, we're gonna go. So there's a little pause and you're holding on that right there. And make sure your ring finger's down there on the 3rd fret on the B string. So going through those two together. You go through this twice. Then he goes, where do you go? And then he goes into I am no Superman. And then it just ends on that, same as what the intro was. So you just kind of ended on that open D with letting it ring a little bit through those other 2 strings. Pretty straightforward lesson today. Like I said, I'd love for you guys to follow me on Instagram. Again, it's gonna be a little more interactive, so I can kind of just personalize different things. If you're like, well, hey, you went through this really fast on YouTube. What is this? And I can sit there and just post up a video. And I might even just post up some, some stuff on my Instagram stories, and I just think it'd be a cool kind of interactive way, a little more interactive way, I should say, than just posting up these videos. Because like I said yesterday, the reaction I've gotten to these is really awesome, and y'all seem like a really cool group, just in the comments and stuff, and appreciate all the support and everything. So Instagram is Carson, CARSON _guitar teach, and look forward to, I don't have anything posted there yet, so you guys get on there and start telling me what to play, but appreciate it. Have a good one.